When was the last time you sat in complete silence and actually felt okay? No music, no scrolling, no one to talk to, just you and the quiet. For most people, that thought alone is uncomfortable, maybe even a little scary. But what if I told you that learning to sit in that silence was the best thing that ever happened to me? Hi, my name is Lily. I'm 28 years old and I live alone in Ho Chi Minh City. No husband, no roommates, no family nearby. Just me and this city of 10 million people surrounding me every single day. And the question I get asked more than anything else is this: don't you get lonely? Today I want to answer that honestly, because after 10 years of living alone in Saigon, I've learned something most people spend their whole lives missing. Alone and lonely are not the same thing. And the day I understood the difference was the day everything changed. I'm walking to my favorite cafe right now, alone. No plans to meet anyone. Just me and this city waking up around me. This city is so full of life, it almost vibrates. And I get to walk through all of it completely unhurried, at my own pace, stopping when something catches my eye. I always sit by the window. Nobody is waiting for me to hurry up or pay attention to a conversation. I can just sit here and think, or watch people walk by for 20 minutes without explaining myself to anyone. I used to feel guilty about enjoying this, like I was supposed to want company, like something was wrong with me for being completely content sitting alone in a coffee shop on a Saturday morning. But I've stopped feeling guilty, because this ability to be alone without being uncomfortable is actually something most people spend their whole lives trying to achieve. Most people are terrified of their own company. They fill every quiet moment with noise, scroll their phones the second they're alone, make plans they don't even want just to avoid an empty evening. Because being alone with yourself means actually meeting yourself. And that's the part that scares people. I've had to meet myself. Living alone in Saigon at 18 with very little money and no one nearby who knew me, I had no choice. It was just me and my own thoughts and this city. And at first, yes, that was terrifying. There were nights that felt so quiet they were almost loud. But here's what I learned. Loneliness is not actually about being alone. I've felt lonelier in a room full of people I couldn't connect with than I've ever felt walking through Saigon by myself. Loneliness is about feeling unseen, misunderstood. That feeling has nothing to do with whether there's another person in the room. And being alone, real, chosen aloneness, is almost the opposite. It's knowing yourself well enough that your own company is genuinely enough. Not as a second choice, but as something you actually protect and look forward to. Now it's lunchtime, and I'm at one of my favorite spots in the city, a Mexican restaurant I've been coming to for a while. I just ordered my favorite dish here, a Mexican chicken bowl, and I'm eating it alone. There was a time when sitting at a restaurant by myself felt like something to be embarrassed about, like everyone around me was noticing, like I needed to be on my phone the whole time just to look busy, just to look like I had somewhere to be, like I wasn't just a person eating lunch by herself. Now I don't think about that at all. I just eat, and taste the food properly, and notice things, the music playing. Eating alone is actually one of my favorite things now. Just me and exactly what I want to eat. And honestly, the food tastes better when you're fully present to it. I'm curious about you though. Do you ever eat meals alone? At a restaurant, at a cafe, anywhere? Does it feel comfortable, or does it still feel a little strange? Tell me in the comments, because I think how someone feels about eating alone says a lot about how comfortable they are with their own company. I want to be honest about something though. I'm not saying loneliness isn't real. It is. I still feel it sometimes. There are evenings when the apartment is quiet, and I miss having someone to share a meal with. Those moments are real. I'm not pretending they aren't. But loneliness is a feeling. It visits. It doesn't live here. What lives here is something else, a steadiness, a knowledge of who I am and what makes me genuinely happy that I couldn't have built any other way. You only get that from spending real time alone, from being your own company long enough to actually enjoy it. Saigon at this hour is something else. The light gets softer. The streets get louder in a different way. People are heading home, heading out, living their lives in all directions. And I'm walking back to my 15 square meter apartment in the middle of all of it, alone, and completely okay with that. More than okay. Genuinely, quietly grateful for it. Because being alone gave me something I didn't expect. It gave me myself. And I think that's the gift most people never open, because they're too afraid of what's inside. So the next time someone asks me, "Don't you get lonely?" I'm going to smile and say, "Sometimes." But mostly, I just get to be with the most interesting person I know. If this resonated with you, I'd really love to know in the comments. Do you enjoy being alone? Or does it still feel uncomfortable? Subscribe if you want more honest videos about real life in Saigon. I post every week. See you in the next one.